Hi everyone, it is Coach Beck again here from This Is. So today's focus, you're not going to need a ball or a yoga block or a foam roller, you're just going to need your wonderful self because you can still provide yourself with as much relaxation and reset with your own body. So the only thing you'll need with you is a water bottle in case you feel thirsty during this. Alright, so we're going to go through some nice spinal movements today, moving the hips and gently just relaxing the body through the use of itself. So to start with, we're going to lay on our back. So take your time, laying on your back, drawing the knees into the chest. From here, taking a deep breath in and big breath out. And slowly just rolling the knees around in a circle. Nice and gently here, just rolling them around peacefully. Good work. Now going the opposite way. Nice job. Just noticing how the lower back feels as you roll from one side to the other. Now holding your knees in, and you're going to go from side to side here. Again, just noticing how you might feel from the left side to the right. Beautiful. Gently placing your hands out to a T. You can take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, slowly draw the knees out to the side, nice and controlled, coming back in and going off to the other side. Focus on your breathing, coming back. If this does cause too much pain, you can drop the feet down and you can just windscreen wipe with the knees from side to side. Again, no right or wrong with any way that you do it, as long as you're controlling your breathing and the way that you slowly move and breathe. Beautiful. Nice and controlled here. Lovely. We're now going to place our right knee into the chest and the left leg out straight. Taking a deep breath in, you're going to squeeze the left glute and you're going to pull the right knee into the chest. So really just trying to isolate that left glute whilst drawing the right knee in. Noticing if you feel the stretch through the front of the left hip, maybe towards the right groin or even the right hip. Breathing into it as you do this. Slowly switching sides. Left knee into the chest. Right leg extended. You're going to be squeezing that right glute and drawing the left knee into the chest. Again, noticing if you're feeling your right hip stretch here or if you're feeling it more in the left groin hip region. Just noticing what you're feeling and how the body wants to respond. Beautiful. Drawing both knees into the chest again. You're going to bring your arms out into a T. Now we're going to lengthen that left leg again, but we're going to draw the right knee off to the side. Now from here, you can just place your hand on top of the knee and look the opposite way. Breathing into a nice T stretch. And as you do this, start to notice where you feel it. Do you feel it in the right glute? Through the mid to lower back? Maybe you feel it across the right shoulder, down the bicep, maybe into the fingertips. And as you gently breathe into every single part of those muscles that I just mentioned, does it start to release in certain areas? Or does it start to change the way you feel? And maybe you feel it in a different area. So moving through nicely. Relaxing the body, the mind, and just breathing where you feel comfortable. Slowly moving to the other side. Now you can either just gently move, or you can draw the knees into the chest, first for a hug, and then go off to the other side. Right leg is going to be lengthened here, left knee over the chest. Again, looking at the hand that is opposite to the way that the knee is facing. So again, notice how you feel here in comparison to the other side. Do you feel it across the left glute? Maybe the left hip? Is it more within the lower or mid back? Or do you feel it across the left pec, bicep, all the way down to the fingertips? Again, there's no right or wrong here. Just depends on what your body needs and what it's currently craving, what type of stretch that it needs right now. And that can be dependent on your work day, on what you've been doing over the last few days, if you've exercised recently, or if you haven't had the chance to. Think about the little things that could influence how your body is feeling today. Beautiful. Slowly coming up and rolling your body up. And you're going to slowly come onto all fours. So take your time here. Hands directly underneath the shoulders and knees directly under the hips. From here, you're going to take a deep breath in, reaching the head all the way up to the sky, dropping the stomach through, breathing out, drawing the neck in, reaching the spine as high as you can, and controlling nicely how we move through the body as we go through our cat-cows. Again, you can go as slow or as fast as you need to with this, depending on what you need, or you can move the hips from one side to the other if that's what you need. Maybe you want to roll around from one side to the other. Or maybe you just want to stay in your cat-cows, just gently moving through the spine. Again, there is no right or wrong here, it's just what your body needs. Beautiful work. Coming back to neutral, you might want to go into your fists for this one, especially if you do get any sort of wrist pain. Otherwise, stay on your hands. You are going to draw your right leg back, pushing onto your toes as much as you can here. So as you push through those right toes, think about squeezing each toe down individually and notice how the stretch feels in your calf. Notice if you're feeling it more on the lateral side compared to medial side. If it's deep in the calf itself, in the belly, or if it's down towards the Achilles and towards the foot. And then, as that starts to ease off, I want you to draw that leg all the way to the other side, and I want you to turn your body and look at the foot. You should feel the stretch across your side body, if that's where you're tight. Otherwise, in the kneeling leg, in the glute. Just gently noticing how that stretch makes you feel. Again, there's no right or wrong here. Gently coming back. Give the hands a bit of a shake here, especially if they feel a bit sore. And now we're going to switch to the other side. So we're going to draw our left foot back here, squeezing each individual toe down. So think about your big toe first, then your second, third, fourth, all the way to your pinky toe, and how that makes your calf feel. And again, where do you feel it compared to the other side? Is it in the belly of the calf itself? Is it more towards the Achilles and the foot? Is it more lateral or medial? Or do you feel it on one side and not the other? You're going to take that leg, come across the body like before. You're going to use your body to look at that foot and notice if you're feeling it in the hip or if you're feeling it in the opposite glute, so the kneeling side. And just watching that foot to notice how your hip feels, and especially how it feels compared to the other side. Slowly coming back, and again, shaking those arms. Beautiful. What you're going to do now, you're going to place your hands down again. You're going to draw your right foot back and you're going to curl your left leg in. From here, you're going to slowly straighten out that right leg. You can either stay up here if this is enough for you. Otherwise, you can come all the way down to the ground, just in a nice resting position here. Now, with this resting position, you can have your shin more in line, so that you might be able to feel it more in the glute. Or, that might be too much for you. It's whatever works for you. So, you can come all the way down, so your forehead is resting. Or again, you can just stay up here if that's what you need. Just taking this time to feel through the glute. Notice if you feel this strongly in the center of your glute, if it's more down into the hamstring, or if it's more in your inner thigh towards the groin. And start to notice if there's a difference. And just breathing gently into it. Maybe move towards the glute that you're stretching a bit more with your body. Or stay relaxed exactly where you are. We've only got a few more moments here, just to allow ourselves to help release our glute, just to help release the hips in general. Slowly rolling to the side and unraveling, and we're going off to the other side. So, we're now going to lengthen our left leg back and curl our right leg in. Now again, you can straighten this up to be the shin completely straight. Otherwise, you can have it not as straight, and you can either stay up here or come down to the ground. Again, there is no right or wrong with this at all. As long as you're in a position that makes you feel good and makes your body feel good. That's the main thing. So again, come down to the ground or coming up here. I'm going to demonstrate staying up now, just to see if it's a difference for anyone to see. Now as you move through here, you can move more towards the side where your glute might feel a bit tight, maybe a bit stiff. Or maybe you might find, as you stay up here and rock a little bit from side to side, that you can slowly come back down with less pain and less discomfort. And just rocking, noticing if there's a difference from the right to left side. Notice here with the right or left side, whereabouts you feel Feel it. Do you feel that the right side is predominantly glute, the left side is predominantly inner groin? Where is it that you actually feel the discomfort that you may be feeling right now? And keep moving through and breathing, noticing if there's a difference again. Slowly rolling out, drawing the legs through, and we're gently going to come into a hamstring stretch. Now, if you want this to be a regular hamstring stretch, that's fine. So you reach as far as you can towards your toes. Even if that's just here or here, I don't mind, as long as you're trying to reach. If you want something a bit more advanced and you want to get the opposite side of your lower back and side body involved, you want to take the other arm around and make it into a C, like you're holding a ball here. That's a good way to sort of detect it. And you can either look forward or you can rotate up to look towards the inner crease of your arm. Noticing if you feel it more in the side body or if you feel it more in the hamstring. Just taking the time to breathe into this. Noticing how your lower back feels. And very gently stretching a little bit more each time, seeing if there's a difference. Really trying to breathe into the spot where you feel any discomfort. It's like you're drawing a ball into that spot. So if you close your eyes, think about a ball that's going into the area where you feel the discomfort. Take a deep breath in where that ball is. Breathing out. See if you can go further than before. See if the magic of the body's healing works, and if it works for you. Slowly unraveling off to the other side now. Opposite leg out, other leg in. Reaching towards the toes. Again, if you just get to here, awesome. If you get to the ankle, also great. But if you come all the way through, and again, if you want to use your side body, you can come into that same C stretch like you're holding a ball. And you can look into that elbow crease. But noticing, do you feel that one side you're tighter in the hamstring, one side you might be tighter through the lower back? Fascia works in cross-sectional ways, and it's amazing to see how that cross-sectional fascia can change the way the body feels. For example, you might be tight through your left hamstring, but also tighter through the right side of your lower back. And that could be for many reasons, and a big one being, are the glutes working with the lower back and the hamstrings? So start to think about how much you're sitting during your day, how much walking you're doing. Are you moving the right amount for you? Were you moving more before ISO? And how can you add more movement into your day? Using that big ball to breathe into the spots of discomfort. Slowly releasing it. And just moving through gently. Slowly waking your way up. Beautiful. We're going to come back into all fours into our cat-cow, and we're going to notice if there's much difference than before. So, follow me. So knees directly under those hips, hands directly under those shoulders. Taking a deep breath in, we're going to roll the head up, dropping the spine low, taking a deep breath out, dropping the head through, reaching the spine all the way up to the sky, and gently moving through either side to side or in your regular cat-cow. Noticing if there's a difference than before, which hopefully there is. You could do this as many times as you like. You can add cat-cow into your everyday routine up to as many times as you like. And any of those movements can be done without it being too